Welcome to another Family Foundation update. I'm Josh Hetzler. I'm joined by Todd Gackey. Today we wanted to tell you about an important bill that has to do with conscience and religious liberty protections for adoption agencies. So last year we had this bill come up by Delegate Mark Levine, and miraculously, after a whole lot of testimony and 2 full hearings, as you recall, Todd, that bill ultimately was defeated. And it wasn't actually voted on. There was a motion made and no one seconded it. So it really was a cool moment to watch. Now we anticipated this bill to come back, and it did. And so where are we at on this bill coming into today, Todd?
Yeah, so let me give you a little background. Prior to session starting, we were part of a coalition of faith-based agencies, pro-family groups who were really concerned about this bill and wanted to make sure they were able to protect this important religious conscience protection for their agencies and for the work that they do to make sure that they can still live out their deeply held convictions while still providing important services to these young children. Some conversations were had with some of the members on the subcommittee, but as you can imagine, in this virtual environment, it was really difficult to have some meaningful conversations as we moved into session. And we really missed that today when we had the committee hearing.
Yeah, there's been a lot of challenges this year, and it's been particularly challenging because we've seen this is one of just several bills that seem to be directly attacking religious liberty and conscience protections. And we watched it play out today in the subcommittee meeting. How did that go?
Yeah, so the debate was pretty robust. We had many on that favored the bill, that favored trying to strip away this religious conscience protection, but we also had a lot of families, a lot of agencies, organizations, the Catholic Conference, the Family Foundation. We stepped up to testify. We provided some really good information and some really good reasons why this conscience protection is really important and needs to stay in the law. But what is really interesting, what happened is it went right up until 1 o'clock, Josh, and they have a hard cutoff. And so they heard the testimony, and then they were ready to make motions. And so a motion was made to table the bill, and it was seconded. And when they were going to have a discussion on it, the committee went dark. They ran out of time. So as far what we've learned is that behind closed doors, they had a vote, and they voted to defeat tabling the bill and actually ended up passing the bill 4-2. So this is really strange. We're not quite sure if this is appropriate. So we're looking into seeing, parliamentary procedures, procedurally, is this okay? Is this right? So that's where we stand right now.
So stay tuned. The fight is far from over. There's still a lot to happen yet. We're going to keep fighting this. We will let you know. In the meantime, follow us at thefamilyfoundation.org. Sign up for our alerts, and you will hear from us soon.